I'm Shin Matsuzake. I recently moved near my office because I just can't seem to wake up in time, even if I set my alarm clock. I really wanted to live in a more spacious place out in the suburbs, but I decided on a tiny apartment a short walking distance from my workplace. Oh boy, I had a little too much to drink tonight. It's been a year since my younger sister passed. I better go and visit her grave. Huh? Who's that sitting in front of my apartment?
Hey, sis. Oh, wait a sec. You're not...
This is my apartment. Can I help you, miss?
Pardon me? You live here?
Did you come to the wrong apartment or something? Who are you waiting for?
Oh, no. This isn't Kayo Kitaba's place? I thought she lived here.
Kitaba? Nope, not Kitaba. And I don't think the person next door was named Kitaba either.
I see. I must have gotten the address wrong. I'm so sorry.
Hey, wait up! The person that was living here before me, that person may have been someone named Kitaba. I remember getting some mail when I first moved here, and I think the name on it was Kitaba, if I remember correctly.
Oh my god, really? When did you move into the place?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago, huh? I guess my sister moved out already then.
Well, if you need to see her, can't you just call or send her a text or something?
I would if I could, but her number has changed and I tried to text her, but nothing.
That's why you're here. You came here to see her. Is that all?
My folks were always focused on me, pampering me, but they treated my sister with disdain, always comparing her to me. She just couldn't handle the stress anymore, and when she was 15, she ran away from home.
This was a really heartbreaking story she told me. Apparently, her folks pitted the two sisters against each other, praising the younger daughter for her beauty and intellect, while belittling her older sibling. Despite the circumstances, the two sisters adored each other. Her sister Kayo always looked after her little sister, but when her folks saw the affection Kayo showed toward her younger sibling, the abuse got worse.
When we were old enough, we were going to move out and live together, away from our parents. So as soon as I graduated from high school, I ran away from home. But I haven't been able to find my sister. I can't get in touch with her.
Are you okay?
I'm really sorry. I'm sure you don't want to hear all about this. You must have been surprised to see a girl sitting outside your apartment. I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you called the police.
Excuse me, but do you know what you're going to do now? Do you have anywhere to go?
No, I don't. I just grabbed what I could. I only had my allowance, but I used that all up coming here from home.
Do you have any idea where your sister is right now?
No, not really. I was going to check some of the past correspondence. Maybe we could figure out where she went to. There might be a hint somewhere. Thanks for your help.
If you don't mind, would you like to come in? You can do your search inside. I can make some coffee or whatever you want.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry. That didn't sound quite right, did it? I sounded like some sicko. Please, don't take it all wrong. I just thought that letting a young woman like yourself go alone in the city would be, you know?
Are you sure? Will you do that for me? To be honest, I really need to go to the bathroom.
Right.
I'm really sorry. I haven't eaten since this morning. This is so embarrassing. I don't know what to say.
By the looks of her line messages, it seems pretty clear that your sister was living here. The photos she sent seems right, and the park outside is the very same one. No doubt she lived here.
When we talked on the phone, she said that her room was the same as her birth date, so I figured it was here.
Oh yeah, this is room 203. So her birthday is February 3rd. That right?
Yes, that's right. All I had was info and stuff that I could figure out from phone calls and text messages from 3 months ago. That's how I got this far. But I guess I was a little late. I wonder if she's trying to avoid me.
No, I don't think so. Why give you hints about where she is if she didn't want to be found, right? I don't know. Looking at her photo, She doesn't look like the type to just evade her little sister.
Then where did she go? Why won't she answer the phone? I can't believe she would change it.
Yeah. Why don't we go out and try to find her the day after tomorrow? I have to work tomorrow, so I'll be gone all day. But
Seriously? You would do that for me?
you probably don't know the city that well. If you're okay with me helping out, that is. What do you think?
Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you. Why help me? You don't even know me.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you remind me of my little sister. I guess.
Oh, so you have a younger sister, huh?
Yes, I did have one. I loved her dearly, but she died a year ago due to a traffic accident. Maybe that's why I sort of understand your concern for your sister.
I'm sorry, I never should have brought it up.
Please, don't apologize. All I wanted you to know is I had a younger sister, so I just felt a need to help you. That's all. Don't take me as some weirdo, okay? Oh yeah, and here's some money. Use it for food and maybe find a cheap place to stay.
Oh, are you serious? I can't accept that.
Please, I insist. I can't have you stay here overnight. The landlord would probably kick me out. She's a real stickler for rules. Anyway, there's a cheap business hotel near the station. You can stay there for a while. And get some rest and make sure to eat properly. I'll contact you after work tomorrow.
I really don't know how to thank you. You could have just turned a blind eye. Oh, yeah, can I ask your name now that we're friends?
Sure. My name's Shin Matsuzake. Just call me Shin. Let's work together to find your sister.
I'm praying we find her. Oh, and I'm Shu Kitaba. I'm forever in your debt.
She was a bit reluctant to accept the money, but I insisted, and she finally relented. We exchanged contact information, and she left. I got a text from her confirming that she got a room at the business hotel. Can you believe such a story? Sounds like some story out of anime. Sure you didn't dream it up last night? But this girl, she seemed pretty reckless trusting some stranger. Lucky that this stranger was you. Yeah, that's exactly it! I didn't want her getting mistreated by some weirdo downtown. And she reminds me of my little sister. Just thought she would have been around the same age.
Excuse me?
What the? You scared the crap out of me!
You just said Shu, right? Are you talking about a young girl about 18? Looks like a cute little doll? You just said this girl, sorry for eavesdropping by the way, came all the way from the suburbs looking for her older sister. Is that true? You didn't make that stuff up, did you?
Yes, that's what he said.
Give me all the info you got. I need to know the details, guys. I'm Kayo Futaba, Shu's sister.
Holy smokes, no way! You must be kidding! This whole mystery surrounding Shu's sister ended just as quickly as it started, which is actually a good thing.
Kayo, I was dying to see you. Shu, is it true that you ran away from home? And with no money? Are you out of your mind? That's right. I ran off while they were asleep. I wanted to be with you, sis. I couldn't stand being there a minute longer. My God, look at you. You look all tired out. That cute face of yours is a mess. Kayo, I missed you so much. Me too. I'm really sorry, Shu. About 3 months ago, Mom and Dad called me and told me to never get in touch with you ever again. I figured they must have looked at the text messages we were having and somehow figured out where I lived. That's why I moved out so quickly. I didn't want them tracking me down. That's why we sort of lost contact. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Mom heard me talking to you on the phone. I don't think they saw the text messages. I had a password on the phone and I always text you in the bathroom. I was really careful. You know how they can get. You must have been worried sick. I'm so sorry, Shu. It's the last thing I wanted to do. You're Mr. Matsukaze, is that right? I can't thank you enough for what you did for my sister. He even lent me money. Even made me a sandwich. I'll repay you every cent right away. I really appreciate your kindness, Mr. Matsukaze. I really don't know how to thank you. Thank you so much.
Please, call me Shu. And it was nothing. Anybody would have done the same under the circumstances. The two sisters thanked me again and again as they left my place. I have to admit, watching them walk away like that, hand in hand, was heartwarming. I'm so glad everything turned out the way it did. I heard later that Kaio lived at a nearby apartment, and they're now living together. Kaio would call every now and then, wanting my advice about this or that.
I heard from a friend that you know my folks, and they tell me they've been snooping around the neighborhood recently. They haven't come around here, have they?
No. No sign of them around here as far as I know. I'll ask a friend of mine who's a lawyer. Maybe he'll have some advice. Kaio and her sister were both understandably worried that their parents would show up, so they moved into a better apartment with a more effective security system, especially the front door. I went over there to help them move in. Do you know anybody that would help you get your folks to put an end to all this?
Well, I suppose I could talk to my mom's brother, my Uncle Toshi. He was always mediating for us when things were out of hand.
I talked to my lawyer yesterday about all this, and he said he's willing to oversee things if there's anything legal that needs to be done. Kaio contacted her uncle, and he was more than happy to help smooth things over with her folks. It seems the uncle and other relatives were aware that there were some family problems, but weren't clear on the details. But when they learned of the mistreatment and bullying that apparently went on, all her relatives were in total shock.
My uncle and other relatives were so ashamed that they didn't notice anything. Yes, they were so remorseful, saying sorry over and over for not being more aware.
Well, that's good. You should put faith in them and let them help you. It will probably be difficult confronting your folks, but you have your relatives to back you up. Don't give up.
You better believe it. We got this.
Although it took a bit of time to get it all resolved, her folks finally relented and promised to leave the sisters alone. Honestly speaking, it's not as easy as that. But my lawyer told me that if they attempted to interfere again, they had a right to contact the police and press charges if need be. Despite their treatment of Kaio, her folks were law-abiding citizens and are mindful of any social repercussions that it could potentially bring.
I think we're finally in the clear. No more worries. Yeah, and I can live with my sister without having to look behind my back every time.
Yeah, it was a long and difficult road, wasn't it? But the road ahead is bright. I've been helping them out for so long that we've really become close. Whenever they have any problems or need someone to talk to, they call me right away. I almost feel like I gained 2 sisters.
We can't thank you enough for helping us out. You're the white and shining armor. I'm so glad I ran into you that day. You can say that again. We were able to get through this mess because you helped us out every step of the way. Thanks, Shu.
I really didn't do much at all, but just seeing you guys so happy, I'm just grateful everything turned out the way it did.
Yes, I'm happy, but there's one thing I'm still worried about.
Huh? Really? What can that be?
I'm worried about your health. I mean, you seem to be eating only fast food junk, like those instant noodles, that kind of stuff. It's not good for you. Yeah, not only that, his room's a mess. The laundry all piled up and those dishes in the sink all the time. I mean, seriously, the place needs tidying up, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, what did you expect? Guys are like that. It's the bachelor life.
Well, you seem pretty happy when we bring some homemade cooking.
Oh yeah, the stuff you made is wonderful. I can't get enough of it.
Shu, you have to think about your health too. Not only that it tastes good, you have to think of nutrition. Just because it tastes good, it may not be healthy, you know?
Yeah, but I'm sure the things you guys bring over are super nutritious.
That's right. We need you to stay healthy for a long time. That's why we need to keep cooking for you.
Yeah, no doubt I'll be the healthiest guy at the office if you continue to pamper me. And your cooking is super delicious too. To be honest, I dread going back to eating instant noodles.
Yeah, you should stay away from those. All right then. Does that mean we all live together? Yeah, what a good idea. We have an extra room at our place. Why don't you move all your stuff in today?
Yeah. I'd love to live with you guys. Wait a second. Did you just ask me to?
Hey, Shu. Would you mind if we visited your sister one of these days? Last year, we just didn't have the time with all that was going on with my folks and all. Yeah, me too. I want to go visit your sister's memorial too. I need to thank her for having such a great brother.
Yeah, sure, but... Boy, everything is moving way too fast for me. What am I gonna do?
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.